Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. My colleagues Nick, Julie, and I will be discussing the most important and exciting issue that the President-elect Donald J. Trump will be facing this next year: taxes. This past year, Donald J. Trump won the election in an exciting victory over Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton. Many say Trump's tax plan was a key component to his victory. Let's find out why.
Hi there. Over the past 8 years, people have been fed up with an increase in taxes on the low and middle class up through the upper class. The death tax, as well as having one of the highest corporate taxes, which has sent trillions of dollars overseas. In 2015, Obama sent a whopping $4 trillion budget to Congress. In order to pay off this huge sum of money, he proposed a tax increase on the middle and upper class. Currently, many people complain about the overly complicated tax plan in the United States.
Our current tax code is so burdensome and so complex that we waste 9 billion hours a year in tax code compliance. My plan will reduce the current number of brackets from 7 to 3 and dramatically streamline the process. We will work with House Republicans on this plan using the same brackets they have proposed: 12%, 25%, and 33%. For many American workers, their
Currently, America has one of the highest corporate tax income rates at 39.8%. During this election, this is a huge issue that Donald Trump touched on. Donald Trump has not only proposed to lower the corporate income tax rate, but he has proposed to lower taxes across the board. He wants to lower taxes from the upper and middle classes to create many jobs flowing through America. He also said that he wants to bring back money offshores by giving tax breaks to people who are currently holding trillions in offshore bank accounts. This will hopefully help our economy and make our country boom. Another big issue this election was tax deductions. Donald J. Trump has proposed to increase the joint single filers tax deduction up to $12,600. He has also proposed to increase the joint tax deduction up to $30,000. This past election, a huge part of Donald Trump's campaign has been talking about the individual tax rates. Currently, Donald Trump has said that the tax rates are very complicated for everybody in the United States. There are 7 brackets. This makes it very complicated, and it makes it unfair for many Americans. He has said that he is going to minimize it from 7 to 3 brackets. The first bracket being people that make less than $75,000. They will be taxed 12%. For people more than $75,000 and less than $225,000, they will be only taxed 25%. And then, for more than $225,000, they'll be making 33%. He claims that this is going to help put money back into people's wallets and help America thrive again.
Hey, what's the death tax?
Good question, Mitchell. The death tax is a tax on your right to transfer property at the time of your death. It consists of an accounting of everything you own or anything you have interest in at the day of your death. Over this past election, a big point of Donald Trump's emphasis has been to cancel out the death tax. He says it's unfair for many Americans for achieving the American dream and then having that stripped from them and their families after they die.
Hi there. Currently, single taxpayers are able to deduct $6,300, while married taxpayers are able to deduct $12,600. In addition, there is currently a deduction for taxpayers filing as head of household, which is $9,300, as well as a personal exemption of $4,050. Many politicians and citizens believe that this is a huge reason why Donald Trump won the election. Alright, so as you can see, the Obama tax plan is far more complicated than the Trump tax plan. Currently, the lowest tax bracket is at 10%, while the highest tax bracket is at 39.6%. And currently there are 7 tax brackets, whereas Trump has only 3.
So basically, the Trump administration took great time and consideration in order to simplify the tax code and make it more affordable for all Americans. As you can see, Americans ranging from the 15 to 25 and 28% are going to be taxed significantly less here at 12% than all the way up to the possible 28% of the same income. Next, the highest amount you can possibly be taxed currently is 39.6%, whereas here it's 33%. As you can see, there's another key difference in the tax plans between Obama and Trump, their tax deductions. Firstly, Donald Trump has pledged to get rid of the head of household income tax at $9,300, and the deduction for personal exemption at $4,050. The next key component is the married and single tax deduction. He's increasing the married tax deduction from $12,600 up to $30,000. The single person's tax deduction is increasing from $6,300 to $15,000. This is going to help put more money in the pockets of single and married people.
Well, I hope you learned a lot about the most important issue that the president-elect will be facing this next year: taxes. Merry Christmas.